Okay. Can't promise how long this stream is gonna be today because I feel like hell. So, we'll see how things go and see what happens. So the free update came out on Tuesday, I believe. So you're gonna change the staff outfits, cinematic route editor for cinematic views of your zoo. The camera mode. And some animals now spit. The one camel, oh, both camels, the llama, can now spit at guests if they are too close. We haven't picked up the DLC yet. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. I'm like sitting here, I'm like, I feel like I forgot to do something. There we go. Okay, so we are gonna try to pick up the DLC next month, providing budget allows. So see how it goes. And I'm gonna apologize right now if I'm a little extra scattered today. I'm currently running on about 2.5 hours of sleep. Sleep did not want to happen today, and right when I tried to go to bed, it became apparent that I picked up a stomach bug. Somehow. And it's been a long morning. Okay, so we're getting closer on this guy. We are. So we've got almost the interior fully walled. We still have to do a little bit here, and then figure out what we're doing with these outer sections and get those walls in around that. And then we'll be ready to roof. We're not quite there yet on the ready to roof situation. At least I don't feel quite ready to do that. Sounds like there's a keeper giving a talk right here. Well, I guess that can stay about there. Oh. We do need some more rocks here. Okay, let's see. Put that guy there. And this guy... Right, let's see about... Perhaps we flip you up. That looks like a decent spot for you to be. There might be some small cracks of light that end up poking through and peeking in here. But we'll see. what we can do about that. Whoop. If I can get the heck out of there. Okay, that. Oh, that's right. We put in that last time. I don't know who she's waving to. There's like nobody there. Who on earth, my dear? Alright. So I hope this Friday is finding you all well. Or at least as well as it can be. Oh, that's a little slanted. Can do that. That is a little slanted. There we go. That's a little bit better. Alright, where's the big guy? Is it you? Okay, that is you. Okay, I would like for... Yes. Like to sit you kind of here. You're all like being crooked. Like, I get that rocks aren't all straight and junk, but you're just being a little extra fussed here. We just really like being... Alright, we're gonna have to put another rock there. So, sorry, husband is cutting the grass. We might be in for some rain later. There's a chance. Like, I was looking at the radar and I was like, I don't know about this. There's like severe thunderstorm watch in Oklahoma. And I was like, were you still gonna try to do this today? And he's like, there was thoughts of it. So I was like, well, you know, you might want to think a little bit faster if you're gonna do that, so. I don't know if we're gonna get this weather. Well, that is some mighty strong grass. But, you know, I don't know how much time you're gonna have to think about it here. Especially if you're still thinking about trying to take my mom to the store later. And you already kind of told the neighbor you would shoot for it today. I wasn't exactly up to attempting it yesterday. I think he had the stomach bug the day before. Alright, so put you there. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself because then I have to come back. Try to get this all sorted back out again. I know this is a little bit lower, alright, but I think that's okay. Let's see, if we can get this piece to cooperate here. Sorry, I know sometimes I talk low. I try not to. I do try to project. It doesn't always work that way. Because, sometimes my voice sounds like it's a hell of a lot louder in my head than it actually is. So, I do apologize for that. I think my mic is turned up as loud as I can get it right now. Sorry. I had an itch. My eyebrow itched. I had to scratch it. Alright. So this guy. Like, I'm okay if it's not perfect, because it shouldn't be perfect, but I want to at least make sure that I am somewhat happy with our placement here. Okay, it sounds like he's moved to a different spot of the yard, so sorry about that. Alright, so that's not looking too bad. They just did that. Okay. So we're gonna come back into here, and we're gonna patch some of these cracks at the bottom. Or at least I think he's done over here. I mean, I guess we'll see. Do we have any more like super big gaps here? Or no? I don't think so. Okay. Oh, nope, he might be coming back around. I might have lied. I hear him again. I thought he was done. Doesn't help that our neighbor cut their grass last night, I think. So now our yard looks bad, and he told the neighbor he would get hers, or she asked if he would. I know I was in the bathroom and I heard the lawnmower start up, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then it stopped. I was like, oh, he either needs to move a car or we're out of gas. And he has to go get some. He might have went to move his mom's car. Let's see here. To adjust you. Some of the bad things about doing curved walls, they take a little bit more fussing. Trying to get the angles right. We're almost there on this section though. Yep, there he is again. He's out front again, I think. So, we're getting there. I mean, it's an interesting shape looking at it from here. We still have a ways to go, because we have to put in our outer wall here and figure out if we're doing any like landscapey grottos. I don't know if we're really going to do that on the back side. Haven't made up my mind about that yet. Have to see. How that wants to pan out. Right, so and this white line is our pathway. But I'm trying to be careful about not infringing over too badly. Infringing, encroaching. I guess encroaching would be our better word here. Momo. No. It's not time yet. Daddy's cutting the grass. We can't go outside. I think Momo's just upset that his grass is getting cut. Well, I mean, we could do that. Stick you there. Where's my... There it is. Couldn't find the keys that I wanted. Pretty sure that I could... Well, no, I'm not pretty sure. So say I might be able to turn off this white line, I think. I think that might be like the hidden barriers option. Okay. Maybe. So I don't know if I'm putting in any more of those grotto-y places in between the walls on this back side. I hadn't really thought about it. I don't know. They're not a tremendous pain in the ass to put in, but it does mean we'll be showing more of the back area than I was necessarily thinking we were going to. Suddenly gotten much shorter than I wanted that piece to be, like much shorter. Not quite sure how that happened. Yeah, so I hope everybody had a decent week. I don't know, did it get angled down somehow? I mean, I know I angled it a little bit, but I didn't think I'd angled it that much. Good grief. Maybe we had. So we're coming up on the standard weekend. Don't know if any of you guys are actually off on the weekends. I used to be one of those people, for the most part, that had to work on the weekend. Shit, did I just click the... I did. It was very rare that I got a weekend off. And that just wants to keep like angling downward there. I'm not really sure why though. Okay. So I need one of these bad boys here. And gonna flip where I think I need to adjust you a little bit, friend. What on earth is going on with your... Okay, you know what? Let's just try that again. Cause this guy is being fussy. Or I clicked something that made it fussy. Either's entirely possible. Alright. Well, that's not the one I wanted to hit. But we seem to have managed to hit it anyway. Good grief. Alright. Let's see if we are in the position I want it to be in. So maybe about there. Nope, you need to be... Okay, that's not terrible. I think we can live with that. Okay, so here's where I'm gonna flip that around just to be a little bit easier to potentially match up here. Or at least fuss with it a little bit better. So I'm gonna have to kind of do a little something like that. I need one of these guys to come over here so that I can look at head clearance, because I'm not so sure that I've got head clearance here. I need somebody. Who do I want to grab? You. Come here. Okay. More than enough height here. Ooh, okay. Oh, we can really... Like, I don't mind their shirts being yellow, being red, actually. We could give them red pants, too. Be like, this is your uniform. Or do we want to go, like, black pants? Like, black pants kind of works. Pockets. I mean, that blends in Pretty good. Or we could make the pockets red. Looks like it's pockets and gloves. I don't know, I kind of like the black. Streamlines it a bit. And then, oh, you can change the color of their shoes too. Have some styling red shoes, but then they have to buy the shoes too. That seems kind of dickish. Okay. Do we have to, staff camera? Does that change it for all of them, I wonder? Or just specific ones? Could you... Hold on. Before I get to... Dude. It doesn't change it for all of them. You could put people in different work zones in different color outfits so you know where they belong on a glance. That's pretty fucking cool. Oh, that's... I like that. Oh, we're gonna have to have more fun with that in future builds. Oh, that's pretty fucking sweet. We make it so much easier at a glance to see where someone's supposed to be. Wow. Sorry, it doesn't take much to amuse me. But those possibilities are so much fun. I didn't even think about that before. Because, like, I figured it was just going to change it for all of them. It didn't really sink in that, hey, we can do this. Wow. Sorry. Like I said, it doesn't take much to amuse me. So I don't really know how many of these we really need to put in on this outer edge, because I mean, we're not gonna see it all that much. I mean, we do have some bits here on the bottom. Like, I was wondering why it wasn't showing like a save or something. Because it's per person. Now, I don't know if, like, the new people would have that new outfit color or not. But still, that's fucking cool. Okay. Enough of that. Okay, we still have to figure out how are we going to deal with this. I mean, like, logically it would be like, okay, well, maybe this is a staff area, so perhaps we just kind of do that and kind of link make up these two? Maybe? I mean, it could potentially work out here. Possibly. Now, we don't have any of the animals that spit in here yet, so the animal generator has not given us any of those as of yet. It's like we're gonna need to hide the backs of these buildings. So I was just trying to think, so how do we pretty this up? I mean, I don't know if it matters on this particular one. I mean, it matters in general if these guys are close enough to the guests where their little negative bubble is going to come into play. Is not at all what I wanted to do there. Right, let's see. What are you sitting at anyway? You're at 44%. Oh, alright. I don't know how much blocking in I can get away with it because it is a wind turbine. And the solar panels are definitely affected if you block them in too much. Like it does say, like you can put walls around them to a degree, but you can't put a roof over them. Even if it's glass. It's like, nope, it's blocked. And I'm like, but it's glass. The light can go through it. And it's like, nope, it's blocked. It's like, okay. So it was something I didn't expect. To be an issue. That kind of became an issue. I mean, it didn't become a huge issue, but it did become a slight issue. So, let's see. So we don't want this to clip. That might be in a decent enough spot. Maybe. Let's see here. So there's that one. Because these are kind of on the exterior side, they don't have to be quite as specific in height. Like I wanted the interior ones to be a certain height because, you know, it is a cave, we don't want people hitting their heads. But they can be a little lower out here. Since it's just the staff that we really have to worry about. And then I don't know, I just think it'd be a little bit easier to deal with there. Alright, so now, like, our rock looked much smoother over here. I guess I just rocked better on that side. Alright. Now I did do a bonus stream late last night. That was for some more Bob Ross gouache painting. Man, that guy was a challenge. Especially with the bullshit that happened at the very end, where somehow, someway, I managed to drip water at the very end on something. Oh, that was a nightmare trying to fix that. Gotta tell ya. Not thrilled with myself over that one. It came out okay, and was sort of able to repair what happened, but it did change how it looked a little bit. So I wasn't real super happy with myself on that one. But we've got a third one done now. Alright, so this top edge might change a little bit too, as we go about our business. And start putting the roof on and stuff. So it really depends on how the roof is gonna interact with some of these pieces. And what we end up doing. Okay, so way more bits than I was ever expecting to put into this, but oh, so fun fact. We have a very old PC in one of the bedrooms that the mother-in-law was using. And Russell sometimes uses it when he's in there just to like run YouTube or different stuff off of it. He's like, you know what, I'm gonna take some stuff out of the old computer and put it in yours. Like, I'll swap the power sources and run that. And I'm like, okay, but the power source in my PC, we think that's what died. So I have to use the power source from the other PC. He goes, yeah. He put everything in, turned it on, and only the fans were coming on, and he's like, huh? It turns out that it might not have been the power source that died on the old PC after all. It might have been the motherboard giving up the ghost. Which really kind of ticks me off. because that motherboard had been replaced once already. Right after I got it. I was like, wait. So when we were getting the blue screens of death and we called the help desk and, you know, they're having us run BIOS checks and everything, and they're insisting to us that the motherboard was defective and that we had to send it back to them. I'd had the computer like 3 days, maybe a week at the most. We're like, well, we really think it's the RAM stick. One of them doesn't seem like it's showing up. Insistent as hell that it was the motherboard, or yeah, the motherboard. Like, all right, we sent it back to them. We had to wait because they sent us the boxes because everything was still under warranty, which is why we did this. They sent us the boxes. We're like, okay. That took like 3 days for those to show up. Not a terribly huge deal, but fucking annoying. And, well, we sent it back to them. Took a few days to get there. They had it a couple of days working on it. We got notice that it was on its way back to us. I'm like, okay. It came back. Turned it on. Within a couple of hours, I got a blue screen of death. Russell ran it again, and he's like, it's the motherfucking RAM stick. I was like, I know that. You know that. And we even marked one of the RAM sticks that we thought was the faulty one. And he's like, it can happen with the RAM sticks. It's not like it's unheard of. They never checked it, even though we asked them to in the additional comments section of the paperwork. So they didn't look at the paperwork. And then this motherboard that got replaced just suddenly decided to bite the dust with no warning whatsoever. I'm just like, fucking really? What happened to this blue screen of death happening? That's what that was about. That they were so insistent over. Okay, did get all up in there. We got up in here. Like, I think I might just leave this section open and just leave this bad boy sitting out here on the edge. Because, I mean, we're gonna landscape around him. So that should be fine. We really only have to do this on this side. Like with this extra, excuse me, nonsense on the wind turbines. It's like, I didn't think we would get a blue screen of death if it was the motherboard starting to go. But maybe you do, depending on how slow of a demise it's having. I don't know. But, I was really pissed when he told me that the other night. I was like, really? I was like, did they even change the motherboard at all? We should have put a mark on the motherboard. Be like, can we just start over? Can you just replace this one entirely and give me a different one? Not the one I'm running on right now, but the old one. So, dashed were his dreams of trying to cobble something together out of parts to make it work. For the other room. I mean, it wasn't going to be anything hugely spectacular anyhow. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm alright. Just moving stuff.
Okay. He started having a fit about something. I was like, what's the matter? I mean, I know it was hot out, but I wasn't quite sure what warranted that level of reaction. Alright, that can be a little janky in there. We're gonna put a little wall in there to help with that. I do kind of wonder. Well, we'll check in a minute what this one's scenery rating is up here. It's probably gonna be similar. To the other one. But maybe not. Okay. Now, what are you at? Oh no, you're worse. I guess because you don't have as many pretty things, perhaps. I mean, we're gonna have to landscape around the entirety of this thing. Because we've got all of this open space here. So I'm sure something's going to end up going in here at some point. We can do some more pathway or something cutting through that area. Ooh, excuse me. Like I said, 2.5 hours of sleep was not fun. Or is not fun to attempt to function on here. Alright. So, this section. We need to... Oh, wrong way. I need to flip you around. So that's not too bad. You should still be able to access what you need to there. This needs to get adjusted slightly. And then this guy into here. Hi, Momo. Oh, what's the matter? Hi. Hi, puppy. Hi, pupper. What's up? What's up, my pup and stuff? It looks like pup and stuff needs to potty. I know, I'm coming. Go ahead. Go wait for me. I'm coming. You have to move so I can get up. Alright, so pupper needs to potty. So give me 1 minute. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. When Puppy's got a potty, Puppy's got a potty. And I had already brushed him off once. Because Russell was mowing. I didn't want to get in his way with the doggo. Okay, that's that. Alright. So now let's come back this way. And we'll see about getting the rest of this outer ring topped off here. At least that's what we're gonna attempt to do. Okay. So after we get this section capped off, I guess, is what we'll call it. Then we need to come back in and do another, not really another, but a indoor pass on that area that we just finished walling off, and do its bench and trash can and lighting areas down to that other entrance, and then I think we'll be good to start our landscaping. It's like, I mean, technically we could get a grotto in here, but then I would have to redo this section, and then we've got the talk point there, so probably wouldn't fit all that well in that space. Okay, now we're gonna need to readjust that guy just a bit. Alright. So this, well, I mean, no, yeah, just a little. Doesn't have to be anything too drastic. Right, so this guy in here. Right, that's probably decent enough, because I mean we're going to be putting bits on top of this anyhow. To roof it in. This is just to kind of help with that roof. I have no idea what the fuck I'm gonna do for the roof still. I don't know. Maybe the flatter rock bits again, with an occasional bumped up piece. Okay, so on the whole, it's not bad. But we gotta do something to cap it off. We might have like a hole here and there for maybe a little bit of light to come through. This is such a great soundtrack. %. And you can get this game soundtrack. I'm not sure how much the soundtrack is on its own, because I got mine with the deluxe edition. But it really is a great bit of music if you're looking for something chill just to have on in the background while you're trying to get some work done. Fantastic. Alright, so back over here. And we can do I guess 2 guys. They didn't look like they were sitting quite the way I wanted them to, but we are gonna duplicate this guy. Oh, that one is sticking out kind of far, isn't it? Well, we don't need it to be that lit up in here. I don't really want it that lit up in here. Just enough for us to have the lighting, I guess. I mean, that back piece isn't really attached, but the bottom is, so that's good enough, right? Yeah, it'll be fine. Okay, so I guess I'll put you here.
You literally just went out.
I thought he peed. Maybe he faked me. He either thinks you still have toast.
Nope. Got nothing for you, buddy.
Buddy, I gave you cupcakes. Did you fake me out and not pee?
Good thing we have pads. He's been doing this to me all morning.
Bud, I thought you peed. You, like, willingly started walking back to the house. What is up? Has he peed at all this morning?
Oh yeah, no, he's gone. He went once when I took him, but for the most part he's been going out and then staring off into the distance.
He really wanted to go across the street with me.
Yes,
and
does.
I'm like, no, the cement's too hot right now, number 1. And number 2, there's some kind of like dog flu going around our state at the moment that was apparently enough of a problem that they mentioned it on the news. So we kind of don't want to take him to his tree across the street for a little bit till we see if it's gonna settle itself here. So we don't want him getting sick. Of course, how do you explain that in terms a dog is going to understand? It's like, I'm not taking you to be a dick, it's just, you know, taking you because I don't want you to get, I'm not taking you because I don't want you to get sick. So maybe we do that. we need something else in here. Like, I don't know. I almost feel like we need maybe a vending machine. But do we though? I mean, we've got the coffee place in here. I mean, I guess we could put a soda vending machine. Kind of have space for it. So if we put that there. What do we have for snackies? There's just something about getting hot food out of a hamburger out of a vending machine that creeps me the fuck out. We could go ice cream. Like, that might be acceptable. Oh, so husband. Mm-hmm. The new staff color, it doesn't change it for all of the staff of that type, so you can color code them by work zone if you really want to.
Oh, well, that's nice.
So like each individual one you would have to change the outfit colors on, it seems like. Now I haven't, this was the last one that we recolored, right? So let's see, if we hire someone new, will they, nope, it is per color because that's the original outfit there. So, oh, here you go. I didn't even see this in here. So you can do it to all of the staff, or you can do it individually. Oh, okay. I thought it was apply uniform to all newly hired staff. Okay, so you can turn that on or turn that off. So if you don't want to do it by like work zone and do it by staff member, you can come in here and do it as a group thing. That's pretty cool. Gotta say, I do like that. We don't have a whole lot of decoration on the walls here, and I feel a little bit bad about that, but do we need that many though? Like, we probably don't. I don't want to get too carried away with it. I do kind of feel like we need one more conservation board, though. I mean, technically we could probably get 2 in here, but it could potentially be overkill. Not even sure what I'm gonna put on these. We might end up with some duplicates here. Okay, so I probably have this one like directly across from it. And I just don't remember. No? Okay. And maybe we'll do this one as like, I know we don't have the amphibian crisis in here because I was like, oh no, it's bugs. We don't need to do that. Alright. Now. How do we want to do this? Because these aren't all like bugs of the desert. So, I mean, that one's kind of like tropical. That one's tropical. You're tropical. Do we need to go with like tropical? Oh, I forgot. We stuck the bug houses in there. In that one. I forgot that's what we were doing. We've got them like in there back to back. To fill the space. Okay. So we are going to duplicate you. Well, for starters, we kind of want this to face this way. Because I hadn't played with this before, so I didn't know if like it actually showed bugs or if it was just for show kind of deal. But this works because it's got a little roofy guy. And with this exposed here, that will definitely help matters. So these guys I don't have attached. Do we need them to be though? Not necessarily. Like the other ones were attached because the space made it feel like we could get away with it. But this space is a bit differently done. So let me come into here. Okay, let's see if I can find what I'm looking for. Maybe. One of these days I'll find it. Alright, well, do we want the... I don't know, do we want the strip? The strip's kind of bushy. But I think that also works pretty well in there, right? So if we do that, like that doesn't look too bad. They kind of look like they're nestled all in there. our strip, he's a little bit round, isn't he? Just a skosh. Yeah, so I mean, it's not terrible, and it fills the space in pretty nicely. And then we can flip this guy. Like, this doesn't have to be too tightly packed, but it can be a little bit. Yeah, that's not bad. Question is, do we want another one of these over here? Maybe? I don't know how much we need him back in here. Although he is pretty helpful right there. Yeah, okay. Alright, that kind of works. Kind of like that. Okay, now we're gonna need some stuff out here. Maybe we'll do a couple of you guys. I love these plants. These big old elephant ears. Okay, now do you want to go? Oh, date palm is huge. I was originally thinking like cactuses and shit out here, but it might not be how we do this. Because there's more tropical bugs in here than anything. So I'm not so sure I want to go with the deserty feel here. Necessarily. Okay. And let's see. Do we want to go tree fern here? Do we want to go banana moss? Banana moss. No, banana. I think we could go bird nest here on the edges. Alright, kind of like tucked in there. And we've got you're kind of big, so maybe not you. And like, yeah, let's put the cactuses in with the tropical plants. I mean, okay, that's not gonna work. Art sculpture. I mean, arrowwood isn't. Oh god, that's big. Isn't a bad option. Actually, if we're just kind of looking for some ground cover. I mean, it kind of works. I'm not saying we're gonna outline the entire thing in this. But at least where we've got our openings, maybe. Too far, too far. There we are. I mean, it looks a little weird against the rocks. It wasn't what I was originally planning on putting in there. But I mean, it kind of works. Okay, so if we put a tamarind there. Probably get a tamarind in there without too much trouble. What were you? No, the thing behind you. Date. Back up to the D's. D A. We haven't done our signs yet either. These guys are tiny. I mean, that's definitely a desert tree. There are some. It's a funky looking tree. I mean, there are some. At least one desert guy in here, but kind of want some height here. We could probably go temperate, really? We could probably not that. Wow, I wouldn't have pegged that thing for a taiga environment. I mean, it looks tropical. What the hell was I looking for again? I don't even know. The strangler thing, that's right. I mean, that guy's too big. If we're gonna be quite honest. I mean, it's interesting. I'm just not finding the height that I'm looking for here. I don't want it to be super tall. But at the same time, what is this? A water tupelo? Interesting. That's kind of temperate-y. Do we even need a tree around the entrance here? Don't know. We need something here, unless we do our signs on the ground. Which I suppose we could. But what are we gonna... I think we were originally talking about like creepy crawly, right? Where are we going here? Show... If we flip you up. Take that off so we can move you about a little bit better. Creepy crawlies crawl, a creepy crawly crawl. I don't know if I have enough room for that. I probably don't. Okay, so... That is... I guess that is as aligned to surface as it's gonna get. Creepy. How do I spell this? C R E A P Y. Creepy. Here we go. Creepy crawlers. There we go. C-R-A-W-L-E-R-S. I think we can make that fit. So, C R double E. I mean, this would probably be better If the letters were a little bit thicker. But the thicker letters are way too big. Kinda wish we had a slightly smaller 3D letter here. So we've got CR. We're not even touching in some spots here. Creepy. See what I mean? I'm probably gonna have to adjust this all over again, but alright, so let me see about you in there. Oh my goodness. It doesn't help because it's not flat. So let me see here. Don't necessarily know if I have something I can stick behind it. If we're gonna do that, like, we could just go with a regular sign. Oh. Oh, how big are you? Huh. Sorry, I got distracted here for just a second. I feel like I could stick you in here somewhere. Or can we make you part of our sign? Make you part of our sign? I don't know if we can. I was right the first time. Like, you don't quite fit there, but if I bring you over here, kind of slide you into here. Hang on, I think we can work with this. Let me get rid of that. Let me come back to art shapes here. Is this our smallest? Okay, so. If we go. I'm just trying to work out something here. See? Oh, this is gonna be way too big. R. A. I don't think it's gonna fit. W. I still have 4 more letters to get in here. Like, it's not gonna fit. L. E. I've got them like really smushed in there. R. S. So, Alright, well, if we... Can we rotate you just... enough? I wonder if we do a little something like this. Where we rotate this guy. I mean, it makes our board look a little bit ridiculous, right? Because now the board's like super small here. I mean, we could kind of cut the back of that off a little bit. I almost wish the bugs could be a different color on this. I really want to use these letters, but it's not working for me. I think we're gonna have to go with the smaller guys. But do we go with this sign at all? This I'm gonna have to redo, because it looks funny. Alright, so if we're going with the smaller letters, then we can come back here. And let's see. Smaller letters may still require something else on here. Plants. I had it briefly. Okay. So if we were to stick this guy up here. I mean, I really like this in a solid instead of with the pattern on it. I don't know. Like, I want to use this. I do. Question is, though, can I make it work? It's slightly off color, but that could work. Like, technically it's supposed to sit the other way. I still don't have enough space to get both words in there on the same row. But what do I want to do about it? Is the question. Maybe I just can't use this sign. I wanted to, but it's just not. I mean, that could work. It could. So if I put you here. Let's see, C R E E P Y C R A W L E R S. Okay. Can we? No. Well, why do we have room on the bottom? Okay, so what if we go C R E E P Y R A W L E S, not R. Okay, so there's an R in there. Yeah, no, that's why I was getting hung up. I'm like, my brain's like, no, R. And I'm like, nope. Oh, that looks terrible. What if we reverse that? I mean, I want it to work. Like, I don't think our sign here, even if I recolor it, is really gonna work any better. Although it might. Well, let me just sit that there for a second. What is this? Okay, not that. That was standing signs. What do we have under here? Because we could try to make a wall sign a standing sign if it came to it. Doesn't look like we can change the background color on that though. So let's see here. Just 1 minute. I really wish they had some more signs for the exhibit animals. Like, even if they were just like the weird decals. Cause like, I've got this weird space here and I don't know what to do with it, which is why I'm like, I don't know. Would have been better if we could have, like there's snails. It would have been better if we could have like put that on 2 different lines. Does that make sense? Like we could put something here and then here. I'm not really sure I understand that. I mean, now we could, in theory, blanket, right? still have to go with these ones. And I still don't think there's enough room. For it. Watch, we're gonna end up going with our original sign that we made forever ago. CR. A. W. L. E. Yep. Yeah. Not gonna work. Okay. So this piece, are you gonna let me? Nope. So when I made this one, it didn't save it as all one piece. Momo buddy, give me a few more minutes, okay? Like, I'm worried he's got a bladder thing. But if he's actually peeing... So... Hi, buddy. Hi. Can you give me just a few more minutes? So the back... No, I want the... That's not what... That's what I want. So if we do that color, right? And then... we do... that... and that. So the text body color. And then the outer outline. And if we do, I'll be right with you, Momo. Creepy crawlers. It's like so tiny though. CREEPY. Don't know if CRAWLERS. Okay, it fits. I mean, yeah, it fits. So I guess we're gonna go with that for our sign setup. Gonna delete this guy out because we don't need him anymore. Alright. So I mean that's not too bad. I don't know if we... So if we're coming up here, that might need to be turned slightly because it looks like it's a little bit of a harsh angle. Hi, buddy. So, like, if we're coming up here, get us a little more centered. So, I mean, I guess that's alright. Okay, let me see if I can actually get him to pee again. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm sorry. He did pee this time. I paid closer attention. Alright, so if we do that, maybe we can Where'd it go? Maybe we can still use this to a degree. Perhaps. And maybe plop that down in there. Tell you, it feels like it's gonna storm. I don't know if it's actually gonna. But it feels like it. Were you getting his goodie or did I need to?
Did.
Oh, okay. So I want some more of this bush if I can find it. This guy. I don't want to completely cover up our rock here that we put in. Let's see. Could go Of course, all of the trees I want are in like 5 different spots here. Because of course they are. I'm not sure if I want to do 2 sets of signs. That might be a little overkill. Maybe. Okay, so let's see, that's that one. I really like our tree fern. I know I have an obsession with the tree fern. But it's just such a good one. But that makes him a little big there. Okay, now that I kind of like. Bring you up to here. You're kind of sticking into the sign. And you are sticking inside that tree trunk. Maybe we can turn you, at least make you a little more believable that you're going around it. So that's not bad. And if we grab this guy. I don't really have a whole lot to work with out here. Didn't want to go too crazy on the arrow bushes, but oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. No! Not duplicate. There we go. But I mean, it's a nice ground cover. I really like how that came out. I don't know what it looks like from the inside yet, but... Alright, so let's come back into construction, and we have to figure out our lighting. Now, I don't know... Alright, it's gonna get dark here. I'll be as gentle as I can. Don't really know how much lighting these guys put out. Like, I'm really just not sure. You know what? I kind of like the lighting off of that one a bit better. And how about... I mean, that is a little orange. But... is it too... is it too much, though? Can I... get back in here? Any other time. Any other time. I can get in here when I'm trying not to. And I can be like under the effing map. You know what? Fuck it. It's just gonna be slightly off color. At this point, it's just, that's just what we're gonna do. Cause I'm not fighting with it. Not right now. Okay. So, what did we say this was gonna be? This color, I think. Alright. So we need to get some lighting in here. There's one. There's two. There's three. Not to get too carried away with the lighting, but you know, sometimes that's hard to rein oneself in on. And we'll still need to do like one more lighting pass here. But that's not terrible. Oh, it's a shadow. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is that rock white? It's a shadow knee. Okay. So I'm gonna bring the lights back up now that we have a plan. As gently as I can. For those that might have an issue with such thing. Okay. I mean, it's not bad. So I'm gonna duplicate you. And bring you in over to here. And I'd like to bring you kinda over into here maybe. So I don't want this to be too far over the pathway there. But just a little bit. And maybe we grab one of these guys. And then we grab one of these. Like, I'd like it if we had a smaller version of that. Just so I didn't have to worry about, you know, guests trampling through it, but it's probably good enough, right? I was thinking about doing a fence on this, but I don't know. I think that might be a little much at this point. Oh, we forgot to stick some lighting in here. Shit. Well, I don't want this to be super bright. Okay, where the fuck are we here? Okay, because these guys are kind of overlapping. Hopefully that's in a good spot. Hopefully. Okay, so get out of the tree here. Right, so we don't have like a whole heap of landscaping happening here. I was hesitant to put more in here because we kind of buried the rock that was sitting on, but it looks a little bit better. Okay, speaking of rocks, let's grab some differently shaped guys here. And just kind of potentially add to what we've got going on here. Just a little bit. Just to give it a little something to break up all of this straight area, I suppose is what we'll call it. Alright, so this guy, gonna duplicate you. Okay, so we got some of that there. Alright, now one of the better things about this double wall that we have going on here is that we can kind of dip into it a little bit and not have to worry too much about stuff poking through. Too badly. I wasn't gonna use this too much, but now that I'm looking at it, I kind of like it for covering up the ground there. We're gonna have to do a heck of a lighting pass on this guy, but we have our lighting color picked out. We've got some lighting in here. So that's good. Alright, so we've got our bird nest fern. We can stick him kind of in here. Okay, that's not the one I wanted. Perhaps we should be looking at that from the proper angle to make sure that's what we wanted before we go and do the thing. That'd be a super great idea. Okay. So, this guy. You there, and you there. Come on now. Okay, now what do I have behind here that I have to worry about? Alright, nothing really, so I don't have to worry about it clipping into an exhibit. Well, I do a little bit, but not tremendously so. Looks like we've got the exhibit here. And I don't think this is gonna clip in. To that? No, we're still plenty good there. Wonderful. Okay. So, I'm just making sure I remember to unmute. Sometimes I don't remember to do that, and you guys don't tell me when I've forgotten to do so. Not all of the time. Sometimes you do. So I'll just be sitting here talking to myself. Okay. kind of like the idea of having these houses in here. I know it seems silly, but like, I don't know what else to do with these. So why the hell not put them in the bug cave as scenery? For like natural for natural buggy boos. And we can see the real life ecosystem at work, I guess. I don't know. Alright. So we can have this guy kind of sitting back here. We'll have this guy. Alright, so now we need some more of our elephant grass. So if we're doing landscape, if we've started landscaping today, we're not gonna have time to finish landscaping today, I can tell you that much. We'll probably start roofing next week. I can't guarantee we're gonna finish the roof next week though. We probably won't. But we'll at least get it started because we still have to put in a pathway. Well, I don't know if we have to put in a pathway necessarily, but we do have to kind of landscape this back area because I think eventually we're gonna have a pathway cutting between here and here, I think. So, you know, we'll have to deal with that. So there'll have to be some sort of landscaping back here, and I'd like to do the landscaping ahead of time, just so it's done. So then I don't have to worry about finding the plants again. I mean, I just could just click duplicate and all when we're ready to do it. But, you know, I think it'll look silly if we don't have any kind of shrubbery and stuff in there. Okay. I'm so excited about this staff uniform coloration now because, you know, you can color coordinate them to where they're working. Oh, you're in this restaurant. This restaurant has like a jungly green theme to it. You can put them all in like green shirts and stuff so that way you know, oh, that one's supposed to be working there. At a quick glance, you know. It's much cooler now that I'm actually in here looking at it. Before I was like, oh, that's neat. But no, that really is a neat thing to incorporate and have the ability to do it by person and not just strictly by type of job. I mean, you can do it by type of job, but you can also customize that down a bit as well. So that is pretty awesome. Or maybe I'm just a dork. I don't know. I think it's awesome. Now that I've had a chance to sit down and actually look at it. Okay, I think I am gonna go with the 2-strip there. Just so it's not quite so... not necessarily in the way, but just to kind of tone it down just a little bit. Excuse me. No, that probably is. Well, I mean, we could have it spilling out a little. Maybe this one got a little carried away while it was growing. Alright. So I think we're gonna pause there today before my brain completely melts. So I thank you guys for hanging out with me. I think we've made some good progress. We finished up this wall. We got this outer edge capped. We got the inner edge capped off. We got this stuff put in place. And we started our landscaping. We got our sign figured out. I really was thinking of doing something up here. But, I don't know, sometimes I don't want to go real super elaborate with the signs, and I want something a little bit more simple. Sorry it took so long to just end up going with our already pre-made sign that we had put together previously that we've used in the challenge zoos with the husband. I think that might be the first time we've used that one in this zoo. No. Have we used it in this zoo? I think we have used it in this zoo. Maybe. Let me see. No, we went with that one over there, so I don't know if we've used this one here. But doesn't matter. Because we're using it now, and we've started to get all of our trees in. We did a sort of soft lighting pass over here. Let me just save real quick before I hit play. Just to make sure nothing crashes on us here. Alright, and we'll have these guys coming on in and out. So I think it's gonna look pretty good. So we get everything sorted here. And from the inside, oh, are we about to have a talk? I think we just wrapped up a talk. Wait, what kind of... What the hell kind of hat is that? Wait, no, that's not a hat. Is that his... No, that is a hat. It almost looked like a... Not a sailor's hat, but not like a Navy sailor hat, but like it's hard to describe it. So yeah, we got that guy there. That looks pretty good. I'm thinking hopefully that senior rating has come up on this. Oh good, senior rating's at 100. Fan-fucking-tastic. Alright. So that senior rating was hard to get up there. What are you at? You're at 100. I don't know why you're at 100, but you are. Why are... Oh. She was just standing there. I thought she was stuck for a second. What's yours at? Yours is at 86, so... I'm thinking once we get the rest of the stone in for the roof work in here, that really won't be a thing. else I hear needs to be talked about? Oh, he's just doing an impromptu talk. He's got a fucking hat on. I think. Right? That's not... No, I think that is his hair. Is that his hair or is that a hat? Huh. I don't know. Print color? What is print color? Oh, on the back of his shirt. Okay. So we could... No, that's his hair. Okay. Because come to think of it, yeah, she didn't have a hat on, did she? Okay, that was weird about the hair. Alright, anyhow. So, yeah. Next week we'll finish landscaping the outside. And hopefully we'll start to put the roof on next week. So we might have maybe 2 more weeks to go on this guy before we'll be spinning the wheel of doom again. So, as always, thank you for hanging out with me. Don't forget to follow the socially things down below. And let's see here, I'm just seeing if we've got anybody. That we're gonna go see, and I don't think so today. So yeah, we'll just end it here today. So thank you guys. Hope you have a good weekend. I will see you tomorrow for the challenge zoo. The husband and I are challenging each other against. We have to put a cheetah in. And do some building facade work. We might do the building facade work first and then work on figuring out the cheetah stuff. So we'll get it sorted. You guys have a great weekend, and I hope to see you tomorrow.